So with that, is everybody ready to get started? Good. All right, so your first comic, at least the person that put their name on number one, coming to the stage, he has grown so much in these last few months. I'm so proud of him. My friend, Tony Helms.
All right, how y'all doing tonight? Great. Okay. I know we can do better than that, so I'm going to do this again. How y'all doing? Slightly better, okay. Those of you that have been watching me come up here have taken to notice the fact that I have been attempting to get back out into the dating world after like my own little 9-year hiatus, and has not been going good. I will say that. I got stood up by 3 women, like one right after the other, which was fun. And then the only one that I found that would go out with me was 18 years old. Now, that's not that bad, except for the fact that I am 38. I can hear Chris Hansen knocking on my door right now. But obviously, and for legal reasons, hopefully, that did not go through. And it really got me to thinking about the whole like age of consent issue. I am in no way trying to get it lowered by any means, but it got me to thinking, like, what is because I didn't know, like, what is the actual age of consent in South Carolina? It turned out to be 17 years old. I was like, no, 17 or 16? 16. Okay, thank you. Okay. 16, yeah. Either way, at 16 years old, I ain't fucking with that. I'm an idiot, but I ain't stupid. And then it got me to thinking, like, well, what are other states like? Like, for example, did you know that until 2001 in Hawaii, it was 14? Which is also the age of consent in North Carolina. Now, legally they say it's 18, but if you have the parent, there's a document you can sign, and if you get the parents' permission, it's 14 years old, which is a whole level of fucked up I was not ready to handle. But you know, it gets even worse. If you go worldwide, holy shit. Okay, you got Germany, 14 years old. Japan, 13. And Brazil might as well just be a carnival. You must be at least this high to ride. I mean, fuck. A couple of weeks ago, somebody asked me, do you dye your hair so much because you have low self-esteem? First of all, rude. Hey, come on in. No pressure. But yeah, he asked me if I dye my hair because I have low self-esteem, and my first initial thought was, okay, fuck you. But I thought it was like, no, of course not. There are so many other reasons why I have low self-esteem. Like, I overeat because I have low self-esteem. I cry myself to sleep at night because I have low self-esteem. I watch Living Up to the Kardashians because I have low self-esteem. There's just so many reasons. I am a trifecta of fucked up. Bipolar, borderline personality disorder, and stress-induced seizures. And just for shits and giggles, I have I can't remember what the other one is, but it's really, really bad, which is why I can't think of it. You know, growing up, I always dreamed of having a Pokemon type lifestyle, but instead of catching Pokemon, I'm catching mental illnesses. And that whole, every time I hear the gotta catch 'em all thing, I want to punch someone in the face. But that's just the first on my list of what I like to call the fuck you list. For instance, anybody in here that is, if you're one of those assholes that waits for someone in the parking lot to pull out so you can get that precious parking spot, yeah, fuck you. You know who else should have pulled out? Your fucking father, okay? Let's see. And while I'm on the subject, participation trophies mean jack shit. There is no last winner. You fucking lost. And no one cares if you're a straight A student in the 49th state in the state that's 49th in education. I mean, forget about sloppy seconds. This is sloppy 49ths. I'm Tony Helms, everybody. Thank you.
Baton racing here. That's what the fuck we're doing. All right.
You weren't fast enough.
Okay, FYI, South Carolina is also 14 with parental consent.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The street got me like